Hello and welcome to Code Bytes. Today we're going to be learning all about making apps for good. We're going to make two apps together, both for good causes. So this week we're celebrating the Hour of Code, and millions of students are learning basic computer science. And the Hour of Code has actually passed 1 billion student engagements, reaching students in every city and every country in the world. My name is Hannah Walden. I'm a curriculum developer at code.org. And this is my nephew joining me today, Leo, who's going to be helping us out. Hi, Leo.
Hi.
Hi, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Great.
I'm Leo. I'm in 11th grade.
Fantastic. All right, and we are also joined by you at home. So many students that want to learn to code in our huge global classroom. Even more students are joining in as we're getting started here. So let's actually look at the map and see who's with us here today. Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got people all over North America. We've got some in Alaska, in Canada. Is that Venezuela down there? My screen's kind of small, can't quite see that. Looks like we've got some over in Afghanistan. Wow, we've got people all over the world. This is really great. I live up in Maine, which is in the northeast corner of the United States. So it's exciting to see all these people who are joining us today. So before we get started on our main content, this week, in addition to being Computer Science Education Week, or I guess as a part of Computer Science Education Week, there's a lot of birthdays that we've been celebrating. So yesterday, we celebrated Grace Hopper's birthday, and today, we are going to celebrate someone else's birthday. So I'm going to share my screen now so you can see who we are going to celebrate. All right, so happy birthday, Ada Lovelace. Woo! All right, Leo, based on this picture, I just want you to give me kind of a guess. What do you think Ada Lovelace is famous for? Any ideas?
Being pretty.
Yeah, I'm looking at this here. Maybe Olympic gold in fan holding, or something like that. No, actually, Ada Lovelace, she is known for being the first programmer. Way back in the 19th century, she was born in 1815, and she was the daughter of the poet Lord Byron. And Byron is kind of known for being sort of a wild guy. And so Ada's mother decided that she didn't want Ada going down that pathway. So she decided that she was going to be tutored in mathematics. Well, Ada not only succeeded in mathematics and became a fantastic mathematician, she also retained some of the wild child side, which I think is fantastic. And her, she had this outlook on life that when she was looking at math and science and things like that, she called it poetical science, which I think is really cool. But anyway, the thing that she programmed, she was friends with Charles Babbage, and he had this idea for this analytical engine, which was never fully built, but it would look like this if it had been built during his time. And essentially it was a way to calculate numbers, different equations and things like that. And Ada, she wrote some notes about how this machine was used, and basically ended up writing the first algorithm, the first program that really showed how this machine could be used to go even further than just calculating basic equations. So we credit Ada with being the first programmer, and I love her. She's fantastic. So that is our story about Ada Lovelace. So I'm going to stop sharing now. And Leo, we're going to talk a little bit about you now, because I think it'd be great if everybody got to know you a little bit better. So can you tell us a little bit more about yourself, how old you are, some of your interests, where you live?
I'm 16. I live in Durham, and I like reading, writing, and drawing.
All very good indoor activities for a pandemic. Yeah. So you live in Durham, North Carolina. And so when you are able to go outdoors, what are the kind of activities you like doing outdoors?
I like hiking and like picnics and just spending time with family outside on walks.
Oh, that's great, because today we're going to build an app that is all related to the outdoors, but It has kind of a twist on it. It's not just about the outdoors, it's about volunteering for the outdoors. And every time I've been down in Durham to visit you, I just noticed that there's a wonderful community there. People like to help each other out. Do you like getting involved in the community there?
Yeah, I really like volunteering a lot.
Yeah, great. All right, so let's build this app together. So to kick us off, I'm going to share my screen. There we go. And let's take a look at the basics of this app before we build a couple additions to it. So this is our Do More Durham app, and we've got 2 buttons on this screen. And if I click on the veggie button, this is going to take me to a page with some links to websites that you can volunteer at some different community gardens in Durham. And what I want to show you here is that I can click on the home button and I can go back. So I can navigate, and I'm going to go here to my parks. This is what we're going to be building, and I can navigate back. So there's all different ways I can use my app. If I click on the seeds button, I can continue on, and then I go to the website. So let's build this together, Leo. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So here we are. This is AppLab. And what's so great about AppLab is that you can design the look and feel of your app, make it just as you want. So I've already got the home screen here, but like I said, we're going to build the park screen together. So you can notice it's just a blank screen here. So Leo, maybe you could guide me here. If I want to make some buttons on my screen, what would I do?
You would drag out the button element.
Yeah, right there. So I'm dragging out the button element. I can resize it. I can make it big. I can make it little. And the first button, this is going to take us to the Eno River Association. What do you know about the Eno River, Leo?
There's a lot of good trails. It's along the water. There's marshes, and it's very important to people in Durham, I guess.
Yeah. So we want to keep it really nice. We want to protect it. So there's lots of volunteer opportunities there. So we're going to call this the Eno button. And this is going to take us to information about the Eno River Association. Now, Leo, looking at this button, what do you think about it? Do you want to change the way it looks at all?
Don't make it a circle.
All right, let's make it a circle. So if we go down to the bottom here, I can change the border radius. And all I have to do is push these arrows up and down, and I can change, you can see on the screen that it's changing how much the radius is. So I'm going to bump this way up and kind of drag it around. And I've got a circle. Okay, fantastic. All right. So let's make another button, and I can just duplicate this so it looks exactly the same. And this button is going to go to Durham Central Park. And Durham Central Park also has a lot of ways that you can get involved in your community and volunteer. So let's just change this to, we'll call this the central button, Durham Central Park. Okay. All right, that's looking okay. I'll show you one other thing, Leo. When I click on this screen here, I can change the background of it. So I'm going to choose an image here, and I'll just choose that same bridge from the first picture. Okay, that's looking all right. Let's see, maybe we should make the borders a little bit thicker. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go down and we're going to make them a little bit thicker. I think 10 looks good, and maybe a different color. What color do you like?
Blue.
Okay, try out a blue. I kind of like that. All right, I'm going to copy this color and remember that my border width was 10 and do the same thing here. So my border width is 10. And there we go. Okay, that's looking pretty good. But actually, you know what? There's another way that we can change the look and feel for our app. We can use themes. So those of you at home, this is where you're going to get involved. You're going to help us pick a theme. So a couple different options here. We've got lemonade. That's how that would look. We've got watermelon. We've got, let's see, crushed velvet and peachy. All right, let's throw up a poll and see what people at home want to do. All right, seeing some answers come in here. Let's give it 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and close the poll. All right, what do we got here, Leo?
Lemonade's the winner.
Lemonade is the winner. I do like that. Nice and clean. That looks good. All right, so let's run our app. I click here. Uh-oh. Why is it not working, Leo? What did I do? Yeah, I haven't programmed it. I haven't told it to do anything. So let's do that. So I was just in design mode. Now I'm going to go to code mode. It's time to program this app. But let's actually see if people at home know what we need to do. So basically what I want to have happen is when I click on this button, I want to go to, not that one, I want to go to this screen. So knowing that, all of you at home, we're going to throw up a poll. Which block should we use to change the screen when the button is clicked? We could use an on event button, a set check button, show element, or set screen. Let's put the poll up. All right. Oop, answers are coming in. All right, all right. We'll give it 2 more seconds. 1, 2, and let's close the poll. All right. So what do you see here, Leo? What's the top choice?
Set screen.
All right. Yeah, so this is actually kind of a trick question. There are 2 blocks that we need to change the screen. We do need the set screen block, and then we also need the second choice here that I see is the most popular, second most popular choice, which was the on event block. So well done, everybody. Nice job. All right, so let's go here. We're going to drag out this on event block. Now, if you have been watching any of the other Code Byte episodes, you'll know that we've been talking a lot about events. So events trigger when you do something. So when we click on this button, we're going to go somewhere. So this button is called the park button. So let's go ahead and change that. Fantastic. Okay, Leo, and where are we going to go when we click the park button?
Park screen.
Yeah. So we're going to grab this set screen and we're going to go to the park screen. Let's test it out. It works, but nothing's working here. So now we need to program these buttons. So we need to use our on event again. And this is the, let's go to our park screen and I can hover over to see what it is. This is the Eno button. So we go to the Eno button and now we want to go to this website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the URL, bring it back over here. And I'm going to grab all the way down at the bottom of the toolbox. There's this really great block called the open block. And this will open a website. So we don't want to open the code.org website. I'm going to paste in the Eno River website. So that works. And now to do this button, we're just going to copy paste. There we go. And we just got to change it up. So not the Eno button. Which button is that, Leo? That's the, looks like the central button. And let's grab the URL here. Pull it in. Okay, let's test it out. Run here, central. And we're going to our website and it works. All right. One quick last thing that we should have done in our design mode, when we're on the park screen, we should make a home button so we can go back to the home screen. So I'm just going to grab home, grab a button out here. I'm going to call it my home button. Let's see, this is my home button number 2 because I have one on the other screen. And let's see, let's grab an image here to put there. I'm going to choose icons and I can search for a home. Pop that in there and there. Now I just need to program it. Do the same thing, going to grab, copy, paste. And now I'm going to do my home button and that is going to go to, I'm not going to open something. I'm going to set the screen and go to the home. All right, we're ready. Let's test it out. Here, here, and I go home. Here, here, and I go home. All right, but this is not as exciting as testing it out on your phone. So all of those of you at home, or Leo, you can grab your phones and you can actually scan this QR code that is up on the screen right now. And we're going to see what this app looks like on Leo's phone. Go ahead and pull it up, Leo. You got it?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to stop sharing so we can see. All right, go ahead and click on one of the, there we go. All right, perfect. It works exactly as expected. So that was our first app. Great job. And I hope that was useful. Now, the second app that we're going to make, I'm super excited about this one. This one's really fun. So I think, when we think about making apps for good, we think about things like volunteer opportunities, which is great. We can also think about ways that we can help our mental health. So I don't know, Leo, have you ever seen those YouTube videos that are pep talk videos that are like, you got this, you can do this? The little girl standing up in the mirror saying, I'm the best, I got this, I know I can do this. Yeah?
Yeah, I love those.
They're so great. All right, so we can make one of those. So we're going to try that out together and see how this goes. So I'm going to share my screen again. And here we go. So here's my app. I'm going to click on this little photo button here. I'm going to choose a photo and pop it up and see what happens. Leo, does that look familiar?
I wonder who that is.
That was the last time you visited me up in Maine in the winter. Kind of a long time ago. But it says today is your day. So it pops it up on your on the screen. You kind of basically are able to take a selfie or choose a photo from your file. And I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to actually show you all what this looks like on my phone. So here is my phone. You can sort of see it when I twist it a little bit. I'm going to click this button. I'm going to take a photo. So now I'm going to embarrass myself. And I choose to use that one. And then it says on there, you are amazing. Woohoo! All right. So now we're going to build this app. And I'm going to share my screen again so we can do this. Here we go. Okay, so I've already got the basics laid out, but I'm missing one button. So this is the button that gets something from my camera. Leo, any idea what button that might be?
Photo select?
Yeah, the one that looks like a camera. Great choice. Okay, I'm going to refresh my screen because it seems like it's not working right now. There we go. So I'm going to drag this out. I'm going to call this the photo select button. And now let's program it. So here's how this works. When my photo button is clicked, when it's changed, actually, that's what happens when you tap on it. It's changed. It's going to get a picture from your camera and put it on the screen. To do that, we're going to grab set image URL, this block. And this is going to set the picture right here, the picture output. And we're not going to put it to the code.org logo. We're going to put it to the picture that shows up here. And to do that, we're going to grab this block, get image, and we're going to get the image from photo select. And that's all we have to do. Let's test it out. So run and click. Let's see. All right, since I embarrassed you, there's me as a kid and your mom. All right, great picture, but there's no encouraging statement. We got to get that up on the screen. So the last part we need to do now is we need to get set text. There it is. And we're going to get something from our list up here. But before we do that, audience, we've got a couple different things that we're saying here. Today is amazing. Today is your day. Believe in yourself. A whole bunch of options. But let's see what options you want to include in our list. So go ahead and answer the poll. Let's see our top 2 options. We're going to give it 2 more seconds. 2, 1, and closing the poll. All right, Leo, what are the top 2?
Reach for the stars and you are strong.
Reach for the stars and you are strong. All right. Oops. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now, so we're going to set the text of our text output to one of these items. And so let's actually jump over here and talk a little bit about what's going on here. So here's my list, and this is the original list before we added stuff on. And when you have a list in JavaScript, which is the language we're programming in, the list has a name, which goes over here. And then each item in the list is at a different location. So this is location 0, because in computer science, we start counting at 0. So even though we have 3 items in our list, we have only all the way up to location 2. So this is location 0, location 1, and location 2. So let's test out our audience now. I'm going to print out the encouragement at location 1. What will be printed? So let's throw up the poll. Which statement do you think is going to print at location 1? All right, and 3, 2, 1, let's close it. What's the answer there, Leo?
Today is your day.
Today is your day. And indeed, today is your day because great job, people at home. You got the right answer. You are amazing's at position 0. Today is your day is at position 1. And then believe in yourself is at position 2. So let's use this information to program our app. Last part of it. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to use this list block because we want to get something from the list. So encouragement. And then in between these square brackets, we want to put the location of the phrase we want to put in here. But we don't want to choose just one thing from this list. We want it to be anything from this list. It's totally random. So we're going to use a random block. And now, Leo, I need your help here. Now, this random block is telling me to pick something between 1 and 0 and 10. But we want it to pick something between the first item in the list and the last item in the list. So what's the location of the first item in the list?
0.
Yeah. And the last one?
4.
4. Yeah. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. All right. So with that, we're going to run it. And we're going to test it out. I'll put my picture in there. And it works. All right. So like I said before, this is not as fun if you're not doing it on your phone. So let's share this out. You at home can also try this. When you try it on your phone, you're not going to get my picture. You're going to get your picture, your selfie picture with an encouraging statement to kind of give you a boost today. So Leo, go ahead and scan the code. Did you get it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to stop sharing. All right, Leo, can you show us what you have? All right, and go ahead and click the button and take a selfie of yourself. Fantastic. All right, and show us. Oh, I love it. And what does it say?
You are strong.
You are strong. Good job, Leo. You are strong. All right. And that is it. That is our show. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. A couple of notes for you all. If you want to learn how to make your own apps, you can either watch the recording of this and follow along, or you can try out the Intro to AppLab Hour of Code tutorial. And that's at code.org/AppLab. And we want to see all the apps that you make for good causes. So if you do make an app, go ahead and click share and share it on social media and use the hashtag Hour of Code or even the hashtag CodeBytes. We'll find it. And we love to see all the creative things you make. Make sure also that you tune in tomorrow for Minecraft, The Hero's Journey, which is going to be a really interesting episode. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And that's it. So thanks for helping me out today, Leo.
No problem.
All right. Bye, everyone.